Hi, I'm Pam McElwee,
And I'm Mina Sue.
and we are the co-leads for the Cultural Practices and Ecosystem Management thematic group of SIM. And we're recording this video today to give you a bit of an introduction to what our thematic group does. So we are interested in emphasizing the values and roles of culture, cultural practices, and indigenous and local knowledge to support biodiversity conservation, ecosystem services, and ecosystem management. We focus on good practices for recognizing, incorporating, maintaining, and enhancing cultural diversity in relation to ecosystem management, and understanding how cultures are contributing to climate change solutions, the impacts of climate change on cultural knowledge and practices, and sharing knowledges about biocultural diversity and practices with policymakers and ecosystem managers.
Some of our key partners in SIM are going to be the Ecosystem Restoration Thematic Group, Nature-Based Solutions Group, and the Socio-Ecological Resilience and Transformation Group. Also, the Species Survival Commission Red List Committee, the CEASP and SSC Sustainable Use and Livelihoods Specialist Group.
Great. So now we're going to tell a little bit about some of our priorities for the coming intersessional period. So we've got a few activities that we're going to be focusing in on. The first one is going to be a compendium of case studies on cultural practices and ecosystem management. We started this in the previous period and it was interrupted by COVID, so we're going to be continuing this. But we're definitely looking for names of potential writers and themes who could write about different cultural practices dealing with ecosystem management, local communities, and so forth. And we're really interested in expanding some of these case studies.
We'll also be gathering participants for a bi-monthly webinar series on cultural practices and ecosystem management, aiming for about 6 times a year.
We're also very interested in trying to come up with better ways to incorporate indigenous and local knowledge into IUCN assessments. So right now the Species Survival Commission is working on how to do this, and we'd like to bring some of the lessons from their activities into SIM, so we'll be working on that as well. We are also very interested and have interest from a publisher to put together a handbook on cultural ecosystem services. We'll need about 30 to 35 different chapters for this handbook, so we're interested in hearing from anyone who would like to write a short article on how important cultural ecosystem services are in various case studies around the world.
We would also like to cultivate a CPIM planning group that will meet every 2 months to help guide efforts and maybe focus on social media outreach. We'd also like to encourage membership and increase participation from young professionals, especially through outreach social events.
So we have an exciting agenda for the next 4 years. We hope that people will come and join us. If you're interested in anything having to do with cultural practices, cultural issues, around any sort of ecosystem management, we're welcoming you. We hope you'll join our CPIM group, and we hope to see you at some of our upcoming events. Thanks.